what does the most optimized study setup look like for CRNA school? Come try to figure that out with me. My name's Anna, and today I am doing a reset and a refresh, getting ready for CRNA school. I am setting up a study area, doing an Anki review, dyeing my hair, preparing to dive into my first semester of didactic. Come along with me and let's figure it out along the way. When I was a nurse and when I was a nursing student, I looked all over the internet trying to figure out what it would like to be in CRNA school. I found a couple of creators back in 2017 and I follow them to this day. But there just wasn't enough content about what the SRNA experience was like. So I thought that I would document my own journey throughout CRNA school, and I wanted to share that with y'all. Please comment what you would like for me to talk about. This is stuff that I've been excited to do for years, and I'm so excited to finally be living this life. Some of y'all might relate, but I've been a travel nurse for the last 2.5 years. And when you move around all the time, it's kind of hard to keep appointments with hairstylists. So far, this is my second time doing my own hair, and I really liked the first time. And I'm optimistic that the second time will be good as well, and I'm excited. I follow Annabelle's, I'm gonna show her YouTube channel. She also has Instagram and TikTok. I follow her instructions religiously, and this will be my second time doing my hair according to her instructions. So I'm gonna do her like lighter red hair color, and that is it has a separate color for the roots and for the ends. So for the roots, I'm using the Schwarzkopf Igora Royal 757 and then the 7.1 with a 20 volume for my roots. I'm gonna go ahead and get that mixed up. And I find with shorter hair that I don't need to use the entire tube. Last time I actually used a little bit more dye than I needed. And then Annabelle says that the 7.1 or the 7-0 is to prevent hot roots, and we trust her with our lives in this house. So this is what the roots looks like. The white looking color is the 757, and then the little dash of like kind of brown is the 7.1. And then I'm going to mix this 1-to-1 with 20 volume that I just got at Sally's. And I've changed into my celebratory OR set of scrubs that has been sacrificed to the greater good of me being able to have really pretty hair. This is a set from like an old job that I just happened to take home with me. And now I'm mixing up my ends formula, which is the same thing that Annabelle recommends. This is 757 with a little bit of 077, and that is going to be my ends formula. Last time I used a little bit too much formula, and I ended up just wasting a little bit of hair dye. So this time I think I'm only, for the roots and ends, going to use like 1 full tube of the 757. Last time I did have longer hair. This is before I chopped my hair off, but I used like 1.5 tubes. I ended up like throwing away some of the hair dye, which I felt bad about. So this time we're gonna waste not, want not. And this is just the rest of the 757. I'm sitting on a towel as we speak, 757. And then for the 077, it'll just be about that much. You can see there's like a little bit of the darker color in there as well. Now I'm gonna mix everything up and get to going. I have applied thoroughly. I'm gonna wait 30 minutes and do my little eyebrows with the same hair dye. Of course, not a recommendation because some people have sensitive skin, just be careful. But for me, the hair dye doesn't irritate my eyebrows. And I'm gonna wait 30 minutes and then come back, wash it out, blow dry it. We'll see what it looks like. Annabelle's instructions are the ones that I followed for this, but I will also have the link in the description. If you want to go ahead and get the hair dye, I'll have that linked in my Amazon affiliate store as well. It is now time to make lunch. It's almost 1 p.m. That took a little bit longer than I thought it was going to, but that's okay. And I'm finishing up this HelloFresh meal. I'm not sponsored by them yet, but HelloFresh, hi, I love you. It's the zucchini, mozzarella, sun-dried tomato panini. And we get it for the family of 4 because neither of us like to meal prep, and then we can eat like this leftovers for lunch the next day. So I'm gonna get started on this. You may be wondering what the study load is like in CRNA school. I am wondering the same thing. My program, the first 2 semesters are online and have allowed for part-time work, and this has not been the core anesthesia classes. My core anesthesia classes start on Tuesday. I'm taking anatomy, chemistry and physics, physiology, health assessment, and a research class. You can check out my CRNA school recap YouTube videos for full details about what classes I took the last 2 semesters and about my overall process and anything that I would change. Those videos are going to be linked here and then in the description. This semester is when I'll be a full-time grad student. I'm taking all of these courses, and I know I have a long road ahead of me, and my posture is already getting so bad and deteriorating, even over the past 2 semesters of my online classes. So I saved up for the past couple of months, and I've invested in this walking pad. And it wasn't cheap. The walking pad was $500 and the standing desk was about $200. So I did save up about 5 or 6 months for these investments for my school. I'm going to have the links in the description. I read a lot of different reviews and I wanted one that was going to be quiet and then also wasn't going to not work if I couldn't find like a remote. I wanted something that also had an app format. I also wanted an adjustable standing desk and one that would be like compatible with the walking pad. So I'm gonna have those links in the description in my Amazon storefront if y'all wanna check those out. You definitely don't need these to survive and to thrive in CRNA school, but I just knew that I wanted to invest in this for myself. I'm going to try out the walking pad, use it a lot, and see, hopefully it's worth it. It's definitely an investment. It was $500 for the pad and then $200 for the standing desk. And I'm going to do a review at the end of every single semester of CRNA school to just kind of troubleshoot like what worked and what didn't work for me to hopefully pass that along to y'all. And I just tell myself that this was like 3 shifts. Well, a couple of shifts, depending on whether I worked in California, Washington, or Oregon. Either way, I'm telling myself that this was an investment for school. Hopefully it's going to pay off. This semester, I'm taking anatomy and a chemistry/anesthesia physics class, health assessment, physiology, and a research class. So it's a lot of memorization, and I've done a lot of reading and research about the best ways to do memorization, and it's a combination of like spaced repetition learning, mind maps, and like teach back method. And from everything that I've seen, Anki's the best thing for spaced repetition learning, particularly for like anatomy and physiology, because there's a lot of resources and card decks that are already available specifically about anatomy. So I've been taking this class by Ali Abdal, and I'll have the link because it's free. You guys can take the Skillshare class for free as well. The link will be in my description. But I'm not sponsored by Skillshare. It's just a really great online resource. And I know a lot of people who are here are also SRNAs or aspiring SRNAs. So I'm learning how to set up my Anki for this semester, and I'm really excited about it.